the Commissioner of Data Protection, what does he or she do? Excuse me. You just see 1, 2 cases that they deal with, end of story. You write a complaint to the Office of Data Protection. Do they intervene? Do they even respond to your email? Rarely do they do. But that's the mandate they gave, the National Assembly gave through the Data Protection Act. So I'm saying there is a framework, legislative, has been there, is there. So this is a lame excuse for them to say that, oh, we have all these websites that are passing all these, as the information. It is a tool of surveillance. It is an invasion of the Kenyans' privacy. Article 31 rights, you have the right to privacy. The government has no business intruding into your phone. But this law they passed allows the government, because they want to find, are you spreading information that, misinformation? You just wonder what is misinformation. When you want to educate the Kenyan people through a website, and then they come and say that, you're spreading misinformation. You want to cause someone to commit suicide. Imagine, that's what they passed. Mm-hmm. That through your communication, you have made someone commit suicide. But what are the chances? What are the chances? How about Grok? How about Grok? How about these so-called AI, demons behind technology, AI, that someone is actually activating, and you have a conversation, and this is a case in the US, for instance, and the parents of the deceased are suing, I think it is Google or Meta, I can't remember which, because their son committed suicide as a consequence of this AI leading them to commit suicide. But, that's extreme. It's not every case, it's not every day. So our own constitution, in terms of Article 33, protects, your rights to express yourself. Article 34 says in clear terms, sub-article 2, that the government, the state, has no business venturing into your media space. So this law, at face value, is unconstitutional. So you wonder, why would they allow that to happen?
I have a question.
How do you do with the misuse of the
Allow me to ask this question now, because we're here, and we've skipped or missed out on the opportunities to improve on this law, which is necessary, we agree. We need a law to actually...
But how about the Data Protection Act?
Now the question is, Wakili.
Yes.
Now we're here. What is the consequence? What are we looking for when we go to court? Is it simply to declare the entire law unconstitutional? Because is there an opportunity to improve on some of the provisions at this point?
Let me say, to answer that. Kenyans must understand the fundamental difference between the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act as it exists and the amendments that were signed to augment that particular existing law last week by the president. Mm-hmm. The amendments are what is causing the hue and cry. The amendments are what are draconian. Do religious people know, for instance, the government will come and shut you down, your website, your TV, your WhatsApp group, because they consider what you're preaching is religious extremism. Mm-hmm. That is what that amendment says. So who is this to sit and then judge? Oh, Honorable Ms. Chege is engaged in some religious extremism. Article 7 of the Constitution says that there shall be no state religion. So that person who is a Hindu, for instance, takes the Gita and reads the Gita and then learns something about the Gita, or the Muslim something, or the Christian, for instance, says that, you're gonna go to hell. And then this committee, the Cybercrime and Computer Misuse Committee, it's a committee which has been there, but there is an amendment they put, JA, to Section 6, which now gives them power to come and shut down your website, to get into your WhatsApp group. And I asked earlier on, how do they get into your WhatsApp group? Through software. Keylogger, for instance, or Pegasus, whichever you want to call it. That everything that you type, they see it. Everything you say, they can convert your own phone into a microphone. Broadcasting everything. That's an invasion of your private space. And I ask, why didn't they put in that amendment that these service providers, Google, YouTube, Meta, Facebook, everybody, they have to have a local station here. You have to have an office that we can walk to, knock, knock, and saying that, why have you published this? And you copy that to the Office of the Data Protection, the Commissioner of Data Protection. The Office of the Data Protection has actually, in my view, been totally redundant to protect the rights that my fellow panelists here are saying has been the bane of informing this sort of thing. Lastly, let me say this. What happened to the Communications Authority? The Communications Authority now is busy implementing these provisions. Draconians say, oh, we've written. However legitimate is it? We've written to Meta, we've written to X. We want to find out who this person is, and so behind this. It's well and good. Why haven't you been doing it to stop this sort of? How about those mulot, bloggers or the mulot, SIM swaps? The SIM swapper under this amendment will be fined 200 shillings. The SIM swapper, 200,000. But you, who then innocently forwards a message through your WhatsApp, will be fined, guess what? 7 million.
Okay.
The same swapper is doing much more damage than you.
Final comments now, and I think at this point we need a solution, Bwana, because fine, there's hue and cry. The legislation has gone to the point of becoming law, and that